Let's grab a glass and let's cheers to trans being sexy.
And trans being life.
And y'all bitches didn't look in my eyes, so y'all gonna have bad luck. Your trans penises are gonna fall off.
How dare you?
Well, everybody, welcome to the first episode of T-Girl Sex Talk. My name is Daniela Mendez from the E! Channel's hit show Botched. I have the spirit of a man and a woman in one human form body. I love being a chick with a dick, like. And MTV's True Life. And on my right I have
Chanel Victorian.
And over here,
Hi, I'm Michelle Pinata. You might know me from the bathroom stall and the glory hole at the mall.
well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna start off this episode. We're talking about the last time we had sex. Chanel, tell us about the last time you had sex and how was it?
The last time I had sex was actually 2 days ago. It was horrible. I had to basically show him how I wanted to be fucked, and he wasn't satisfying me correctly.
Oh no.
So I had to fuck him.
Oh, well there you go. That works too, honey. What about you, Miss Pinata?
Oral doesn't count, does it?
Sex is sex, honey, whichever way you have it.
So let's see, today is Sunday, right? So last night was the last time I had sex in the 7-Eleven bathroom. Twice. I gave 2 blowjobs to the Indian guys behind the counter. They curried my favor as always. And then before that, I had one of my boys sleep over the other night.
Thank you for oversharing. And let me ask you something. At this 7-Eleven gas station, did you get anything out of it? Maybe a pack of cigarettes or something?
I got 2 packs of Camel Menthol Silvers and 10 on pump 2.
Oh, okay. Well, that
Did I
works.
receive?
No?
Oh.
Oh, Lord. Oh my God, I'm choking. It's that wine. The last time I had sex, I was choked, which I like. I love rough sex. But in the process of being choked, I went to swallow, swallow your saliva.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to swallow, and I guess.
We're talking about swallowing his nut.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that later. So yeah, I went to swallow, and I guess I swallowed down the wrong pipe, and I lost my breath, and I couldn't breathe. So that's the last time I had sex. I don't know if you call that a good or bad experience, but it ruined the whole moment, and I didn't nut. So there you go.
Oh, that was gonna be my next question if you got off.
No.
That is bad sex. If you don't get off, it's not good at all.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, there are times where I do have sex and I don't necessarily nut, but I still feel like I nutted. I don't know, whatever.
So you had a phantomgasm.
A phantomgasm. I like that.
The only thing that counts being close is horseshoes, hand grenades, and sex. So I guess you got close.
Okay. You know what? Let's have a drink to that.
Cheers.
I drank before we cheers. Now we're gonna
Who's got the bad book?
go back. So now we're gonna move right along. And I think the first thing I want to talk about is, actually before I get into the first topic, let me just put this disclaimer out there. You know, the whole premise of Sex Talk with T-Girls is so many times trans women are told not to be sexy, to, not embrace their bodies, to hide their dicks, So what we want to do with this is to reclaim our sexy and show everyone that trans is sexy. We're reclaiming it right here today, starting right now. And yeah, and we want also to let people know, don't be afraid to be pre-op. I think all of us sitting here, we can all willfully admit that we are pre-op. Mm-hmm. So we just want to show you that you don't have to be ashamed. You can still be sexy and be pre-op. And talking about trans bodies, we're all sitting here, have penises, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so there are
I'm sitting on it.
So there are all different terms to describe trans women. So how would you describe your trans and your penis? What word do you use? A sex change? Do you do you not?
No, I like my penis. I think that is the cream on top of the cake.
So we call that non-op, yeah? We call that non-op. I think politically correct, that's
okay.
non-op. And then how do you refer to it?
She-miss, she-me, mega-me.
And how do the men like to refer to your penis?
Cock, big black cock. It's so many words for it, but I mean, realistically, they don't have nothing to say about it. It just goes in their mouth, so they don't have anything to say. It's more like so.
Oh, So we hear the gagging noises.
Yeah.
That's all they have to say.
I want to suck your dick.
Yeah. Now, what about you, babe?
What about me? What?
What about you and your penis?
Oh, well, if I had to choose one word to describe it, it would be big.
Big. So that's
Yeah.
that's what you call your penis is big.
Yeah, just like Mr. Big from Sex and the City.
Oh, I love that shit.
Oh.
Because all the boys are always wanting it. They call it my magic stick. Reason being is once they get done using it, there's this little fun white stuff that comes out at the end and it makes them feel like they just had a touch of magic.
Okay, well, that works, honey.
So, for some of you who may notice, I am a little more flat-chested than my two counterparts. Reason being, I grew up in the South. I was brought up where men are men, and there's no chance to explore being more than who you are. A lot of people in my family say God made me the way I am and who I am, and I, respect my family beliefs and that. I lost my father emotionally. He's still alive, unfortunately, but he, when I came out as a gay man, said he really couldn't deal with it. When he found out I started cross-dressing, he said I was dead to him. And I'm so scared to lose the rest of my family due to that, because I have already lost other members because of me dressing and being who I am, not just who they want me to be.
Well, I think the whole point, and why we're so glad to have you a part of this panel with us, is that you bring a different kind of trans, right? And the whole point is that trans comes in all shapes and sizes. We all have different stories, different backgrounds. We're all different on the inside. And trans is about who you are here and here, right? It has
Here in
nothing
your
to
boobs?
well in your heart, which is
Oh.
in between. Is it in between my boobs or well? Anyway, but so yeah, so that's the message we want to convey, and we're so happy to have you here with us because we
Thank
bring
you.
a different perspective. Trans doesn't always have to be boobed and surged out. So we're gonna be talking about our penises once again because we are trans women who love our penises. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's have a drink to that. And men love them too.
And men love them too.
Yes, and we
so
are-
do women.
Well,
Okay. But so my question to y'all is, do you feel less of a woman when you use your penis?
no. I have had an experience where a guy has called me daddy when I would penetrate him, and I guess in the passion, they call me
So
daddy.
in that moment when he called you daddy, you felt less of a woman or no?
Yeah, I did. I mean, because I get all cute, and you calling me daddy, I might as well just grow a beard and wear like sweatpants and fucking Timbs or something. Like, it's kind of demeaning, yeah. So I don't know.
But other than that, using your penis, other if they weren't calling you daddy, do you
No,
enjoy
I
using your
love-
penis? Does it make you feel less of a woman?
No, I love using my penis.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. What about you, babe?
I love using my penis. It gives me the freedom and ability to, unfortunately, it's something a lot of people don't like to talk about, be able to pee wherever you need to. There has been times I've been out dressed up and I'm with friends and it's late at night and I step between two cars and I'm like, guys, just keep walking, I gotta pee. And they're like, but you're a lady. I'm like, so nobody's gonna expect me to be standing here peeing. So,
Speaking of peeing, what do y'all think about waterworks?
oh girl, I'm not into
Water
it, but I
play.
mean,
Is that
I
what it's
forget
called?
exactly.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
water
I'm not even
sports.
sure. Water sports, yeah.
golden showers.
Golden showers.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Not on me, but me on them.
So you'll give one,
Yeah.
but you won't get one.
No.
You have any stories?
No.
No stories? What about
Sorry.
you?
I don't have any stories of my own, but I can say that one time when I was working at a restaurant, I won't say the name because the lady still works there, but she was my boss and she was talking about getting peed on and she said it's one of the most liberating things and it's healthy and this, that, and the other. And I was like, I will never eat the food here again. I mean, if you want to get peed on, go
Well,
for it.
they do say that pee comes out sterile, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, and
They
it's
say that
filtered. You're
sterile.
supposed to be able to drink it. It looks similar to this. It's even bubbly
Oh.
when you have an STD.
So me, back in my days when I was like escorting like full-time heavy, I would have clients who would request for me to pee on them, and obviously it would be an extra coin, would be extra money. So girl, I would whip it out and pee on them, honey. And
Did that make you feel less of a woman peeing on them?
No, it did not make me feel like less of a woman, honey. If anything, I was like, yes, I'm gonna be more of a woman now because I'm gonna be able to afford this next surgery, honey. So like basically how I would do it was I'm like, okay, well, lay in the bathtub, or like they would kneel in the bathtub, and I would just literally just pee on them.
Have you
Like,
ever had one open his mouth while you were peeing?
Yes, and they would keep drink it, hold it in their mouth, drink it. This one guy, I remember him. He was bald, and I just peed all over his baldy. And it's just crazy to me how like people really get off on that. Like
Yeah.
you get off on that.
Right.
Other than like you peeing on somebody, they would ask what. It's just random. Like, oh, I've been drinking, so here it goes.
And I've also had experiences where like I'm like with my ex, like I'd be sitting on the toilet, taking a shit or whatever, and he would come.
You to take a shit on him?
No, I've had those requests too, but that's crossing the line for me. That I can't do. And he would come like in between my legs and like pee, and like he would be funny and like pee on me or whatever. So yeah, that's my
So
experience.
you have been peed on?
I guess I have, yeah. Well, that's my experience with water sports, and I guess I'm alone in that.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting next to two Christian ladies apparently.
Hey girl, we are Christian.
Let's talk about coming, right? Because a lot of people, there's this misconception that coming, especially if you're on hormones, they say when you come, it supposedly squeezes out your estrogen, like, and you're not, like, you lose estrogen somehow. I think that's a myth. But let's talk about coming.
With Daddy, when you come.
Did you just call Chanel Daddy? She
Yeah,
just
I
told
thought
you
she
she doesn't
said
like
she-
being called Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought she said she liked being called
No.
Daddy.
I'm
Okay,
dead.
but listen, about coming, I love to come, but I think if you waste it, okay,
So define wasted.
okay, you have like, say for example, you haven't masturbated in such a long time, maybe like 2 weeks, but for me, I like
Girl, I can't
to.
do that.
Me neither, bitch.
I mean, for me, I like to like wait a good while to give it to somebody who
Oh, so you
really
like to
deserves
touch
it.
Oh.
I mean, I could masturbate for like 5 hours.
She said, I'm saving
Yeah.
my nut for the highest bidder.
So, yeah, but I think the estrogen, you do release some of your estrogen when you masturbate.
So is that part of the reason why you don't like to bust nuts?
Oh, well, I'm not on hormones now, but I mean, I like to save it for somebody who deserves it. I mean, I like to give a good, baby shower.
So she
Once in a
likes
while.
to give a good effect with that baby break.
So every
Yeah.
time you have sex, you're not busting a nut?
No, I'm not.
Wow. Even when you top?
I'm not.
So what do you
It's taking a
do?
long time to come.
Oh. See,
Oh, me too.
I'm a minute girl, honey. I could bust in a minute.
Mm.
But you?
Well, we know we're not getting our money's worth with you.
I always say that. Like, when I was doing clients, I always thought, I was like, I would not pay for this, honey. I would not.
My record is 2.5 hours topping a guy without nutting. Then again, I was extremely coked out. That was years ago. But yeah, I enjoy busting a nut just like everybody else does. And just like Chanel had said, I enjoy, giving it, but sometimes it takes me a while to get up to that. And so unless you really start licking my balls right,
Oh, yeah.
and, playing with them, sucking on them, and then dipping back to the asshole and licking that real good while I'm jerking off.
No,
And
wait,
if
I have
you
to stop
tell
you.
me-
I have to stop you. What do y'all think is the proper motion and tongue usage when eating ass or getting your ass eaten? I'm always confused by this. Like, whenever I'm head first in an ass, I never know if I should be like
Let me
sucking or
explain
like
that
what I
real
should be
quick.
doing.
So what you should be doing is whatever the guy you're doing it's to body is telling you. If he is laying there like a wet fish, clearly you're doing it wrong. Because let me tell you, every guy I eat out, his ass climbs the wall and I follow with him. It looks like fucking Spider-Woman going up the wall. I'm
Bitch,
just
something
chasing
tells
it
me
down.
that's because your beard is scraping him, honey.
It might be just a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you think is the right way to eat ass?
I mean, I agree with him, but I think that.
Bitch, did you just call me him?
Yes, him.
I can take off this wig and fight you like the man I am.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, ladies.
But it all depends on your work, your tongue work. You have to lick and suck and even blow like air on his hole. Like,
So let me borrow your hand real quick.
Okay.
Make a
So
fist.
we're gonna demonstrate how
Oh, yeah.
Michelle
What you
Pinata
should do
and Chanel eat ass.
is you can spell your name.
And we're gonna see who does it better. I'm gonna see which one feels better. So Chanel definitely has a stronger tongue.
Your hand tastes like ass.
I'm
Sir, did you just wipe?
No, I smoke cigarettes, so that's probably what you're tasting. Well, I have cheap poker lipstick on this side. Oh, she got the good lipstick, honey, because it don't come off. I just see glitter. I have to give the ass-eating award to Chanel. Chanel's tongue was definitely stronger and felt better.
So,
Me and Chanel
she probably
have
had
a
the hand
date.
that didn't have a cigarette.
I actually smoke with this hand, bitch. So me and Chanel have a date after this episode. Okay. Okay. So we just talked about eating ass and whatnot. So now let's talk about getting our dick sucked. Our sheeness, our pussy stick,
Meat stick.
whatever you ladies like to call your dick, you call it that, honey.
She meat.
She meat. Chanel, how do you like your pussy stick sucked, honey?
I like a lot of mouth. I like a lot of wet tongue. Suction is important, so yeah. And hands. I like 2 hands.
You like 2 hands. So
Yeah.
damn bitches, your dick that big. 2 hands.
I like 2 hands. So.
Shit. And you bitch.
I don't know, but I'm going home with her.
Listen, I have her first, okay?
Good. Look, you're gonna sit on her face. I'm gonna suck on her shimmy. So, how I like to have my dick sucked is, I like to have the guy lay down on the bed with his head off the bed, so that way I can just rail the shit out of his throat.
So you like to face fuck?
I love to face fuck. Nothing better than a good skull fuck. And then while I'm doing that, for him to swirl his tongue around the tip of my head and then suck on it, because the tip is where it's at. It gets all that sensitivity and juices flowing, and it's gonna make me bust so much down his throat. I love to watch it all shoot out onto his tongue and him swallow.
Oh,
Nothing
wow.
hotter than that.
So
that's another topic.
So for me, getting my dick sucked, I like it very sloppy. I like it sloppy.
So you like a sloppy toppy.
I love sloppy fucking head. And I like the hand also. So it's like there has to be a perfect balance with the hand and the mouth and the sloppiness. Like, oh, and my biggest pet peeve is if you're coming to suck my dick, my sheeness, my pussy stick, brush your teeth, because there's nothing worse than sloppy head with smelly saliva.
Actually, what they should do is mouthwash, because you don't want, if they have an STD, for them to brush their teeth right before they give you head, because then if they have open sores, if you're gonna jizz in their mouth, you get whatever they got.
Well, whatever. Use some gum or something. I just don't want no smelly saliva by you sucking my dick. Now I think we have actually in one of we have a little box somewhere. Chanel, can you get us the box? In this box of goodies, box of secrets, we have a secret, and it's a special
I have a secret too.
what?
It's about 8 inches
Oh,
around.
well, I don't want no parts of that, honey. So
Oh, you cut or cut?
I'm semi-cut, actually. The doctor fucked it up when I was younger.
How does that work?
I'll show you in after.
Semi-cut?
Yeah.
That's
So.
different.
So in our box of secrets, we have a couple of things. And the first thing I'm gonna pull out is, this is gonna be the first
You
gift.
know the word to pull out?
This is gonna be the first gift we're gonna pull out. Since we were on the topic of head,
Girl, that is too small. That is not a BBC. That is the NBBC.
you like DVC,
Oh,
honey?
girl, I love big black cock.
Yeah.
Who said you could have that, bitch?
Bitch, I'm thirsty. This bitch tried
There
it.
you go. So, anyway, sometimes he really likes to, this one guy, he likes to put chicken on my body. He puts the breast here, and then he puts the wing down here, and he eats his way down.
That is the most
And it
racist
feels-
sex I've ever fucking heard of, bitch.
Is the chicken cooked?
Okay.
What season?
Yes, girl, it's fried and
seasoned?
seasoned.
Okay.
I'm Southern. I have you know,
Okay.
it is seasoned by the Colonel. It's my way of cooking.
So, bitch,
So
now
Michelle, I want to ask you, what do you say to people who accuse white gay people of taking advantage of black men for their bodies and not for them as a human being? They only see them as sexual objects. What do you think about that?
So what I think about gay men and trans women that are Caucasian, how they treat African American men for their bodies is wrong, because they're more than just a body. They are a human, just like you, me. And you know what? It's so funny. Most African American men are the first ones to understand me as a trans woman. And when I go to take a shower, clearly there's no woman left at that point, and they're okay with it, and they still see me as Michelle. That's why I love the black men, because they understand me, they get me. Not only that, they're the only things that will fill my hole at this point. When you take it up 14-inch penises.
Well, I have a quick question for you. So, only black guys can fill your hole?
Yes. So.
I've actually met a white guy that he had a lot of dick on him.
Yeah, but here's the problem with white guys that have a lot of dick on them.
Yeah.
They're very boring in bed. They do this. May I borrow?
Sure.
White guys just do this. Hold up your hands. Pretend it's my asshole. Use both arms. No, girl, like this. Pretend it's my asshole, not yours. So white guys do like this. They just in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Asian guys go like this. But the black man, he knows how to take it and tease that hole and get all up in there and get his swerve on. I think that's the motherland getting into him, because he knows how to use a big ass.
And then, after he nuts, he says, Wakanda forever. Okay, bitch. So, now...
Well, who likes
Don't you
white
know how I
guys?
play
Well,
Black Panther?
Well, I do know some guys. I mean, I'm open to race.
I have
Asian
2 glasses like a passport.
Well, listen, I know what works and what doesn't. So I would say that some black guys do know how to perform in bed. That also goes with Hispanic guys. White guys are not so passionate. They kind of really want to like stick it in you and then put the whole dick in you, but they don't have all that dick.
Exactly. And then they're done.
Yeah, and they can't keep up either. So
Do you think that's the funny thing? Because if you think about the alternative, they say a lot of the times that white girls are freaks. So why is it that white girls are freaks, but white guys are just stay
So
stuck in
here's
bed?
why. Because white girls get boring sex from white men. That's where that saying, once you go black, you don't go back, started from. Because a white bitch that's been fucking a white man for years has never had good dick. So then they become these freaky, crazy bitches.
I see.
Every white girl that I know that went black did that. They were not freaky until they went black, and then they became these freaky bitches because they were not getting good dick. I'm like, honey, I could have told you that. I slept with your man.
that's what the Kardashians are doing.
Girl, hello.
I am so dead with y'all. So out of this box, we're going to be playing a game of Have You Ever, but the first thing that came out of the box, before we get to the game of Have You Ever,
A
is
dick in
this.
a box.
And we were talking about sucking dick. So what I want, we'll have Chanel do it. Since Chanel won the ass eating contest, I think she'll be the better dick sucker. So I want Chanel to demonstrate for everyone how she sucks dick. You want me to hold it for you? Or do you want to hold it yourself?
I don't know. I mean, I can't deep through all of this right now.
Just show us.
Okay, well, you know, basically I like it like this. Like to beat it on my face. I mean, I kind of did a segment on this before. But, you know, you gotta examine the dick. I love dick. Ugh, especially if it's big.
Now, when we're examining the dick, what exactly are we looking
We're not looking, well, first of all, cheese is a no-no. We don't do cheese. I like cheese on my sandwiches, but not on my dick.
I have to.
So you're not.
So do you not like? Wait. So do you not like uncut dick?
I mean, I'm very picky on uncut dick, so it has to be like, you know, clean. And if it's not clean, I have to clean it myself. So.
She said.
It's not clean. It's return to sender for me.
No,
Well,
not
I mean,
me.
if it's dick and then you're not getting any dick anytime soon, I mean, you wanna savor it.
Girl.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Not me. Like I'm the kind of bitch. Like if you're a sexy dude and you come and like your dick is kind of smelly, I'll just put you in the shower. Fuck it.
Yeah. I'm gonna wash your
See,
dick.
now I won't do that because you know what? I don't know whose asshole it came out of before it got to me. So.
Well, honey, that's what condoms are for. You don't always have to fuck raw, boo.
Girl, what are those?
Exactly.
They're big rubber things that you put on the dick.
Oh, a balloon.
You can go with that.
Disclaimer:
It's
safe
different.
sex is the best sex, y'all. Don't
It
listen
really
to these
is.
hoes. So, Show us how you suck that dick before we get to the have you ever.
Well, I mean, it's been in a box. It's kind of dusty, so.
Oh, so we don't want to suck it?
It's like Daniela's dick. It's been in a box and it's dusty.
I'm done. So
Yeah.
we'll get to the. All right. So I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
We didn't get to show you how Chanel sucks dick, but coming soon. We're gonna clean this off next episode. I promise you, Chanel will be sucking dick. So come back, episode 2. Let me you're a little bit sweaty right there. So let's use this have you ever to get some of that good hair sweat. Half your eyebrow came off, but that's okay. All right. Oh my God, this is a really good question, and so it is. Have you ever pussy stunted? So girls, have you ever pussy stunted? First, I'm gonna explain. So pussy stunting is when you are a trans woman, right? You're a trans woman and you try to pass yourself off as a cisgendered woman. So cisgendered means that you are a woman who was born with a vagina, right? We all clear on that? Cisgendered is if you're a woman who was born with a vagina. Have you ever pussy stunted?
I have not.
You've never pussy
I
stunted?
have never. I mean, there was a time that I was traveling to, actually I lived in Jersey, and I was taking the bus, and the guy was just like watching me, and he was like, oh, what's up, where you going, why you out so late? I said, oh, I'm just coming from a party, and he says, oh, okay, so where you going? I said, I'm going home. So really, I was uncomfortable because he was staring at me like the whole trip, and I got off the bus, and he got off the bus too. So it was already awkward. And he was like, oh, so what's good? I was like, I said, I have a dick. And he was like, oh, I don't believe you. And I said, you could have just stayed on the bus if you wanted to ask me that question. And he didn't believe me. So I was like, okay, I see it as an opportunity. So I took him home, and he sucked me like he...
Oh, so he didn't care?
He didn't care.
Ended up sucking your dick?
He wound up sucking it, and I mean like going crazy, like ape shit.
Michelle Pinata, have you ever pussy stunted?
I tried once. So, and he ended up telling me, no woman has a fat fupa like you do. I was like,
so it was a
what?
fail. It was a failed attempt at pussy stunting.
Yes.
I think men like fat pussies too.
They do.
So,
That's why he ended up sucking mine in his mouth.
oh Lord. So pussy stunting for me. When I was younger, not that I pussy stunted per se, but I omitted, right? So it's like I was gonna hang out with a guy, and
But that really is pussy stunting though.
well, yeah, I guess so. It's just so many times, like, it sucks to always have to, that moment where you have to say, hey, I'm trans, and
But
then
were you
never.
ashamed of who you are?
Not that I was ashamed, it just gets annoying of having to do that. Cis women don't have to do that, hey, I'm a cis woman. It gets annoying. So when I was younger, it was like I would be over it at times, and I would just forget. I would be going with emotions, we'd be vibing, and it's not, I felt normal. Like it was just a normal
Was this on an
interaction.
app you met him or in person?
It was probably on an app, I don't remember.
So then why not just put it on your app that you're a T-girl, out and proud, so that way you don't have to worry about giving the disclaimer.
No, because that makes no sense. Hi, my name is Daniela and I'm transgender. Dudes don't say, hi, my name is, Tyrone and
but
my
that's
dick
what
is
I'm
9
saying.
inches. Like, people don't do that. That's
I
just...
identify on my apps as a T-girl. You don't identify on yours
Well,
as one?
to each its own, honey.
No, I'm asking. You don't identify as a T-girl on yours?
I mean, when I'm gonna hook up with someone, I'll let them know, hey, I'm trans, but it's not on my bio, no.
Oh, okay. So you put only on your back page ads it says you're a T-girl.
Back page no longer exists, first of all. So,
I
forget what that doesn't count.
it's all about the tsescorts.com now, honey, okay? So, back to police, so yeah, I just omitted it one time, and I remember I pulled down my pants, because we were getting into it, and I pulled down my pants, and he gagged. He was taken aback. He was like, bitch, I didn't know you had a dick. Like, what? Like, what's happening here? But he still fucked me anyway, so. Which happens.
Did he call you a boy, or
No,
did he understand?
No. I don't know if he fully understood, but he fucked me. He was horny. His dick was hard, so he just put it in me.
Now, did he play with your dick at all?
No, he didn't touch it. That particular one.
Did he come back?
I don't remember if he came back.
Oh, girl, you are that much of a whore.
Yeah, not that I'm a whore, it's just that I'm sexually free and sexually fluid, bitch. So now we're going on to the next question. In our mystery box. Well, this one's
That's what I call my asshole, the mystery box.
And this is a very good one. Have you ever posed as a man to have sex with a gay boy? Chanel, have you ever posed as a man to have sex with a gay boy?
Never have.
Never? Have you ever?
Never have I ever, but I think before I start taking my transition serious, I was always having sex. So I think now it's more like, it's not so rough and, fucking in the staircase anymore. It's now actually fucking on beds. So,
She upgraded, y'all.
yeah.
Me, personally, I have. So what I would typically do is I would take an ace bandage. So I'll take an ace bandage. I'll wrap it around my boobs, so it kind of like binds them down. The same thing like a trans man would do. So like,
Make them look like pecs.
before he
Right.
before he gets his top surgery. So I would bind them down with an ace bandage. I would put on like a tank top, and then I'd put on like a white tee, and then I'd put on basketball shorts and a snapback, and I would get on my grinder, or I used to use Adam for Adam. I would get on my Adam
Now,
for
how would
Adam.
you explain the long nails? Because as long as I've known you, you've had long
No,
nails.
I wouldn't have. There's been times where I would have a full fucking set. There was one time I had a full fresh set, but there was this gay boy with a fat ass that I have an ass fetish. I love ass.
I think I love ass.
So there
too.
was this gay boy with a
How
fat
many
ass
of you girls?
that I wanted so fucking bad, and I mind you, I just got a full set done. Bitch, I sat there and cut them motherfucking nails off so quick, honey. Yes, honey. And I fucked him.
You should have kept the nails on. He might have liked it.
Girl, bad. Child cheese. What about you? Have
Did
you
he ever
ever
find out that you were a trans woman?
I have, so that's a kiki. I have had where like I fuck gay boys, like I would pose as a man to fuck gay boys, and then like a few weeks later, like you see them in the club somewhere, and you're like, oh shit, oh my god, is he gonna recognize me? And then tattoos sometimes are a dead giveaway, but whatever, who cares? I already got the ass, I already got the nut.
Mhm.
Moving along. What about you? Have you ever posed as a man to
So I've posed.
It don't take a lot
as-
for you to pose as a man, so
Oh, what are you trying to say?
nothing, babes. Go
I
ahead.
know I look so manly, don't I?
Gorgeous.
Yes, I'm very masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bitch. No, honey.
Well, you call me a man. So, I have posed as a straight man to get a bottom. So I went on Grindr, and I was on my friend's phone because I was at his house. I didn't have Grindr at the time. I was on one of those non-dating app kicks, and I saw that there was this hot bottom, and his profile said only into straight DL guys. So I was like, okay. I borrowed a fitted from my friend, and then I just took a picture, uploaded it on the app, said I was a straight DL guy looking for some ass, and he hit me up, and I talked real butch-like and everything.
Wait, can we hear what that sounded like?
Can you hear it? I guess.
Bitch, don't act like that takes a lot of work, honey. Let me hear your butch voice.
Yo, what's up, Dan?
Oh.
How you doing? Yo, what's up? How you doing? My name's Mike. Mike Hunt.
So the Mike Hunt was your trade name?
Mike Hunt Liquor.
Oh wow, and that's how you would pull the boys.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to talk in that voice for the remainder of the episode?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
It really does turn some of the straight boys on.
So we are gonna go back into our mystery box.
Let's hear your man voice.
and pull out another. Have you ever?
What's wrong, Maniela? You don't want to say your man voice?
I cannot stand this trick right here, honey.
Have you been on hormones that long? I thought you were just a whore that moans.
I'm actually not on hormones.
So for those of y'all that do not know, I am a stand-up comedian. The only reason I'm a stand-up is because I'm so tall. I'm 6'3". Usually I can't lie down.
I'm dead. Yeah, so just a disclaimer, and please no one be offended by Michelle Pinata. She's a comedian. We're making light. This is supposed to be fun.
And I'm actually a certified ordained reverend, so.
She is. With her boy name. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Why you have to bring boy names into this?
I'm just saying.
Did you vote for Trump?
No.
Are you going by what's on my birth certificate?
Oh, let's not even. We're gonna save that for another
All right,
episode.
you
honey,
go
the-
ahead.
The Trump memo. So our next question in the Have You Ever
I'm
series.
so blind. Oh, that's a good one.
Have you ever went to a sex party? Have you ever went to a sex party? And if you have, let us know where and what went down. Chanel?
I went to a sex party actually 2 years ago. I was temporarily living in New York City, and I was invited through somebody to go, but I didn't know what to expect. So it was trans girls, it was gay guys, and it was 2 females. And the same person that I went with, or whatever, he and I was having on the bed. I was sucking him off, and then some other guy came and started eating my ass, and it just became a crowd. So yeah, I've done a sex party before.
Well, that sounds like fun.
It gets messy though.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I've been invited to sex parties. I've never gone to one per se, because I have a friend that had a bad experience at a sex party. So because of that, I won't go. We won't get into that. But I have gone to a sex club located here in New York. I won't say its name because I believe it is still illegal. So some friends of mine went, and it takes place in the basement. And on one side it's all pitch black. On the other side it's a little bit of light smoke. And I was like, guys, because of what had happened, they knew this friend. I said, I don't want to go on that side. Y'all go have fun. The lady at the door said that they were playing backgammon and cricket and croquet over there. So I said, y'all go over there and play your sports. I'm gonna hang out over here. I ended up talking to a stripper because all the strippers are naked. He was working right by a spot I was sitting. And he was like, look, can you do me a favor? And I said, what? He goes, you see these guys watching, right? I said, yeah. He goes, if you will give me head, they will come up and pay. He said, every dollar I make, you get half. I said, okay, bet. I ended up walking out that night with $150 just from sitting there sucking his dick all night while he was working.
Where? I mean, this was at the sex party?
This was at the sex club.
Sex club. Okay. I've been to a sex party before. I was in Colombia, so I was in a foreign country. And I mean, it was pretty lackluster for me. It was just like, people were just having sex all around. I didn't really partake, I just watched. I don't know if it's because I was in a foreign country or whatnot, but it just
a voyeur?
No, and I was also there with my ex at the time, so it was just like, my boyfriend at the time, so it was just like, I don't know. But you are traveling.
Okay,
Yes,
is she not?
Traveling, darling, yes. Yes.
Prostitution does you good, doesn't it?
Honey.
You want to pay my bills, huh?
These surgeries don't pay for themselves, honey.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 1 or 2 more
If I had
questions.
a look like that, I'd get a redo. But yeah.
Say it again.
I said if I had a look like that, I'd get a redo. No wonder you've been unbotched.
You know what, bitch? I'm gonna go to the next question before I fucking beat your ass like a real pinata, bitch.
All the boys love to beat me like a pinata, and that's where the name came from.
I'm gonna beat your
They all
pinata
get to
with my
beat me
pussy
their
stick, ho.
sticks.
That's what he said.
Oh yeah? Beat me with that pussy stick.
I'm done.
How big is it?
Bigger than yours.
Well, they said we're gonna give them a blowjob contest, so me and Chanel pull it out.
This is not that type of episode, honey.
Oh, it's not that
Catch
family friendly.
Catch the bloopers on XTube. Okay. So, one of our last questions for this episode is: have you ever had sex with more than 3 guys in one day? Chanel, have you ever had sex with more than 3 guys in one day?
Okay, so I've had a threesome with my ex and my boyfriend at the time.
So that's 2.
Yeah. And then maybe later on in the day, I did have sex with somebody who did not know how to fuck. So I would call it 3. So no, I guess not.
No. Well, for me, the reason I've had sex with more than 3 guys in one day is because you ever like meet up with a guy and you're like, okay, you're gonna.
And you didn't bust a nut.
Yeah, well, yeah, you didn't bust a nut. You have that urge to bust a nut. Like it wasn't good sex. You're like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna get the next guy. So
Until I bust, I can keep going.
So you get back on the app, honey, and you meet the next one, and don't nut again. And usually, the reason when this happened, it was because the one guy, he just didn't make me nut. The second guy, he just nutted way too fucking fast. And then so you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna get back on the app, honey. And you go to the third one.
That sounds like a regular Saturday night for me.
I'm sure it is, babes. So you get the third one, honey. Finally, I bust. And then, bitch, your Snapchat goes off. long behold, it's the dude you've been wanting to fuck for like 6 months, and he finally wants to come fuck you, and you like, bitch, I just had sex with 3 guys and just busted it out, but fuck it. And you invite him over too.
But don't
So
you
that's
hate when that happens and then you have no hair on, no makeup, and then they want to come over and they're like, oh, but can you get dolled up for me?
I mean,
Can
we're
you
gonna
get
have
all
sex in the
sexy?
dark. That's
Right.
sex.
That's
for
sex in the
money.
dark, honey.
Yeah, I mean, put on a nice scale.
I have told a boy before, I'm like, I have a beard right now. I am not shaving for you. If you want it, come get it. I will throw on a wig and a lash. He did, I did, and there we go. So do I get to answer that question or no?
Sure,
Since
we'll-
you skipped me.
We'll give you that opportunity. I was saving the best for last, darling.
Oh. I'm glad you identified that because you're not going to be the only reality trending trans star. It'll be me, Michelle Pinata. That's why I'm here to dethrone you, bitch.
We'll see what the people have to say. Let us know. Who's the new supreme?
Okay, Daddy. I know how much you like that.
Bitch, tell us about how you get your hole drilled by more than one guy in a day.
Okay, so the last time that happened,
The last time that it happened, so it's happened more than once, is what you're saying.
Yes, it's happened quite a few times. So the last time that had happened, I was living alone. I had just gotten out of a relationship. The guy was cheating on me with, not my words, his, a real woman. And I was like, oh. So, you mean a cisgender, but that's before that term came available. But anyway, so I was like heartbroken and upset, and so it started out, I wanted to fuck one of his friends to get back at him, and the friend was like, look, if you set a glory hole up, I'll do it. If not, I'll feel guilty because I know who it is on the other side. I said, okay. So I set the glory hole up, take one of my sheets off my bed, cut out the hole, throw it up in the door frame. He heads in, get it done. Well, I had got my nut. I was still like, couldn't get him out of my head, couldn't stop crying. So I went on my apps for Michelle, I went on my apps for Michael, and I just started hitting up guys. And before I know it, I had 4 more come over, and nobody looked on either side because I got smarter. I thumbtacked that damn curtain or bed sheet down all the way around so they couldn't come around, and I had the hole cut out, and they would come in and I'd be like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, I'm here for Michelle. I'm like, oh, thank God. The guy had came in, I said, so, not realizing he was there for Michelle, not Michael, because I got confused. The straight boy came before the gay boy. Initially it was supposed to be the gay boy, then the straight boy.
Yeah.
I did a glory hole for both gay men and straight men.
To show up at a glory hole.
Yes.
So you could service straight men and gay men.
To service straight men and gay men. 'Cause
Back to back.
I couldn't back to back because I couldn't decide which gender I wanted to go to, and I was just trying to get dick.
So you's a greedy hoe.
Yes, I'm a greedy hoe. That's why I have a glory hole. For the greedy hole.
Right, I have no judgment.
So the gay boy and the straight boy ended up passing each other in the stairs. And the gay boy gets upstairs and he has questions. So I ended up sitting down and actually talking to him.
Through the glory hole.
Through the glory hole. I ended up still sucking his dick. And then after that was all done, he was the last one. I took the curtain down, or bed sheet rather. He came in and we talked and actually became really good friends after
Oh, well,
that.
nobody cares about y'all friendships, but so add that up for me. How many dudes was that came
That
to your
night
glory
was
hole that were
5.
serviced?
That night.
So you
was
serviced 5 guys, straight and gay, in that glory hole.
5. Uh-huh.
One time, right here, bitch.
It's a
You
glory
better do
hole
this.
confession.
Exactly.
Basically, with Michelle Pinata.
Right.
So, girls, did you guys enjoy Have You Ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was fucking fun.
We should have played Have You Never because there's a lot of sexual stuff I've done. It would have been quicker for this episode to play Have You Never.
I'm sure there is, baby. I'm sure there is, okay?
Yeah.
We'll play that another day, okay, babe?
Okay.
All right. So, also, if you guys have any questions you want us to answer, send them in. Put them in the comments, you know.
Put them in the comments.
Well, that too, honey. And I know this episode might have been a little bit all over the place, might have been a little bit raunchy and inappropriate at times,
Yeah.
but the point is to be sexually free, to embrace your trans bodies. Trans is fucking sexy. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Trans is sexy, and there's no reason that we have to dumb down our trans for anybody. If my trans body makes you uncomfortable, that's too bad for you. If me being sexual and talking about sex makes you uncomfortable and especially
Hallelujah.
and you feel like it plays into a stereotype, well, that's too bad for you. I'm embracing my sexy. Michelle, you embracing your sexy?
I'm embracing my sex.
Chanel, you embracing your sexy?
I do.
What are we gonna say at the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Trans is sexy. See you next